Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with another Across the Timeways card review, and they have done it. They've made me break, where they have revealed the Fabled Priest Legendary, and I'm giving it 5 stars. It might be a bit ambitious because it is a 10 mana card, but will it really be? It's Priest after all. They have ways to do things. We're going to be talking about the Fabled Legendary. That's just insane what it does. If you get it online, it's game-winning stuff, as well as they got a new location. One of these go into the future locations that's dragon-based. So again, we'll talk about these cards. We'll review them. You want to win them. We're giving away 2 regular pre-orders and 3 mega bundles out of my pocket to enter that giveaway. Like and comment in the video. Link down description below. The one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribed to the channel. Every 1,000 subs we get until all the cards are revealed, I will add another mega bundle, so hit that sub button. Make me go baroque. So starting off, we have the new Priest location. Before we get to Legendary, we gotta talk about the location, okay? Just relax. We have the new 7 mana, and it's one of these locations that goes into the future that gets better every time you use it. It starts off as the past Conflux. So again, 7 mana, really expensive. It summons a random dragon that costs 5 or more. So, you know, that could be the new infinite attack dragon or just some 5 mana, whatever, like garbage dragon, right? You don't know. It's completely random. For 7 mana, obviously, really bad card on average. You're gonna hit some pretty bad stuff. Maybe you get lucky, and again, it could be from any class, right? This might not be from Priest. It could be from another class, so be aware of that. But obviously, the first use is not great, and considering this costs 7 mana, that's quite the gamble just to play this to see how it goes. Where, if you get to the next usage, it becomes the present Conflux, which allows you to discover a dragon that costs 5 or more, and you summon it. You don't get it in your hand, you just summon it, but you have the ability to actually pick what you want, and it won't be diluted by any other classes. This will be Priest or neutral options, and that's considerably better. Maybe you want to really try and hit that infinite dragon, and that could be really good with like a Zarimi, right? Where if you've already invested your 7 mana, this is on the board, and then you activate this, and maybe you get the infinite dragon, Zarimi's online, you play Zarimi, boom, they're dead. That could be a possibility. So just to keep that in mind. However, it gets even better on the final version, the future Conflux, where it's 7 mana. Again, well, you've already spent the 7 mana, but you get the idea. Discover a dragon that costs 5 or more and summon it. So the same as before, you also get a copy of it. So my assumption is you get a copy of it in hand, right? You get some value off of it, but overall, I feel like it's pretty good on the second use and on, where I feel like this is, you're trying to set up some type of OTK with Zarimi almost. Like I know there's summoning a dragon off of this location itself doesn't help the quest, or not the quest, it's kind of like a quest, but activating Zarimi, but it gives you that board presence that you don't have to invest mana outside of the initial 7, which could be really valuable. And again, if you hit the infinite dragon, that could just be boom, they're dead. They're absolutely dead if your Zarimi's ready to go. I really don't know what else you're playing this in. Like, I don't see the point of playing this in like any other deck realistically. It's not particularly amazing, and I don't think it goes into that deck either. I think it's some pretty good flavor. I think it's a cool card. I think in Arena be really good. Possibly, although you might just die playing it. But if you survive that first initial use, super good there. I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5 in standard for its Zarimi possibilities in that way. Maybe it's reliable to hit like a really good dragon. There's like the Wind Fury one too, right? The 8/8. You can hit that. You can hit the one that attacks in and deals a bunch of damage, which is already pretty good. Like, there's good hits, don't get me wrong. It just feels really slow, and I don't know if Zarimi Priest is going to be getting enough from this set to make that big comeback. So we'll give it a 2 in standard, and in Wild, where the pool is like gymongous, and it's just not happening. It's a 1. Never ever going to see the light of day in Wild in a competitive strategy. But let's go on to the card we're all been waiting for, the new Fabled Legendary for Priest. It is the return of Medivh the Hallowed. They are 10 mana. That is the only bad thing about this card, in my opinion, It is 10 mana, but maybe not. A 7/7, and it's Fabled. So if you're not aware of what Fabled is, this legendary you will have to open in a pack or craft, and then it will come with 2 other cards that will be automatically added to your deck. It will count as 3 of 30 cards in your deck. If you want to take one out, you got to take them all out. Anyways, this costs 0. If you control Karazhan, it has Battle Cry, Silence, and Destroy all other minions. That includes your own, but this is basically a board wipe of anything. It's the wand from like Duels or whatever, where it will remove any Death Rattle, Reborn effect. It will be gone from the board. That is an awesome, awesome Battle Cry, and obviously it will not destroy itself, which is very important because of the other parts of this card that all go together pretty well, with the other being Medivh's weapon, Atiesh, the Great Staff. It is a 10 mana 1/3 weapon. This costs 0 if you control Medivh. So I just played Medivh. This becomes 0. I can just play it, and it doubles the damage and healing of your spell. So all of a sudden, I might be able to do an insane like Moonwell hit for like 8 and heal for 8 or whatever other damage we might have going on or healing. So that's quite nice. And again, it could cost 0. This, you just equip it or whatever. But there's another card that you can also possibly cheat out. This allows you to play Medivh for 0, and that is the 10 mana location, Karazhan the Sanctum. It costs 0 if you're wielding Atiesh. So basically, if you have all 3 of these cards in your hand and you get one of them active on the board, you can get them all out on the board in one turn. So it's 10 mana, but you can effectively play everything at once, which again is pretty powerful. And this is a pretty good location where you get to summon 2 random 8-cost minions. It's basically Nebula without the elusive, the taunt, and the discover ability. So considerably worse, but you get 2 uses of it. So in theory, you could develop your large Medivh. You can get the weapon out for some burst, some healing, and you can get some 8-drops. And again, this will have more usage later. Obviously, there's some bad hits for 8-drops, like double Octosari. Could be game losing. That could happen. So maybe you want to Karazhan, summon your Octosaris, and then Medivh it. So you don't... That'd be a bad idea, but you could, right? So that's pretty crazy. But you're going to be asking, Zeddy, how can you be giving this a 5? It's 10 mana. It is very impactful at 10 mana. Like, really impactful. The thing is, there's a lot of decks out there, or there's some cards out there that could get this out pretty cheaply, right? The main thing I'm looking at is Twilight Medium, right? The 5 mana taunt that sets your top deck to 1 or whatever. You only need to hit one of these pieces to 1 mana, and then you can cheat them all out, right? You can do that, and you have the Soothe Fancy card to help you manipulate that more. Like, it's not that hard in theory to hit what the Aviana card, and that's just a 1 of. You need to hit 1 of the 3, and then you're cheating all of this out, and it's just a game-winning play. You're removing the board, you're getting a giant threat, you're double healing, you're double damaging. That's really, really good. And if you're playing enough draw and tutor to get certain things, this is just a really crazy card. You could copy Karazhan as well. And I just feel like in terms of this card being valid, this is like the win condition Priest has been really looking for. That isn't just like Protoss garbage or Wilted Shadow. This seems way, way more kind of fun and crazy. And you can play this as early as like turn 5, really. Like, coin Twilight Medium on 4, hit one of these pieces, cheat them all out. That's kind of insane. Again, it's not going to be super consistent, but I feel like it won't be that inconsistent. You can play cards like Overplanner too to help with that. Like, there's a lot of things you can do to make that happen. And I feel like it's such a game-winning thing, such a scam. And we all know when things cost 0 in Hearthstone, historically, they've been pretty insane. So for me, this is a 5-star standard card. This is a meta-defining standard card. Maybe I'll be wrong. It'll be too slow to get to. But even then, maybe just playing it for 10 might be good enough in some situations, playing a control shell. Like, I am very sold on this. I'm giving this a 5 out of 5 in standard. And in wild, yeah, it's probably not what you want to do. You probably want to Zaremi or just play Reno and be disruptive, but you might play this in like a Reno Priest as just like a removal and some like value. Like, you could do that there, and you have Dredge and Finley and all that other stuff that you might be able to utilize it there, I'll give it a 3 for Wild. I could see this seeing play, and if you could draft this in Arena, which I've heard we can't, but we might have an update on that in the future. Just heads up on that. That'd be pretty insane. So yeah, 5-star, my first 5-star card. And of course, I give it to a priest card. So anyways, that's it for now. I believe there is a card review late my time tonight, Pacific time. So likely early morning or afternoon for you for the rest of the priest cards. And then we'll keep on going from there. Let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comments down below. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.